Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Wolf from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, online at www.whatsupinthe.sky.com. Told you I'd be back with some more good stuff from this mountain. Ever since the rover's gotten up there, we've been wanting to hit this little this area in the back of it here. It looks to be pyramids, all sorts of stuff. It kind of stepstones up. There's like a wall that goes along it, and it almost looks like what you would see in an old basically like something in Egypt or Peru or basically all over South America. It's more so even down there in South America where we've got like things built up on like Lake Titicaca, like up in the hills on it. But check this thing out, some of these things on top of the hill out here. You've got these two pieces right here that almost look identical. The sun's hitting them and they, at least the tops of them do. All sorts of geometry and what looks like sculptures and things like that. I think that a lot of this up here may have survived just because as the rain come down or as the as everything was destroyed, a lot of the rubble ended up down here on the ground. And wait till you see some of this rubble. Some of the rubble is even just as good as what's up on top up there. I mean, some of this stuff here. Look, we're going to be showing you some things that surely have to be have to hopefully persuade you. If you're not haven't been persuaded yet by my videos, hopefully this does it. Whatsupinthesky.com. Come join the forums there. We have all sorts of people out there loading up, putting up pictures, things that just don't seem right. Down here you've got S. I mean, this isn't. Look at this. You got a. They do their best to hide it, but a big S hose curve or something like that. And this is pretty decent off in the distance. We've got a lot of interesting things on here. So now let me show you exactly where we got this from. Here it is directly from NASA. You don't have to worry about downloading that. I always put the description. If in the description, there's always a link to that. That's one thing I said when I first started making videos, I will always do. And to this day, you will always get links. You'll also get links in this description. If you're not on YouTube, just go ahead and click down on the little YouTube button in the bottom right, hit description, and you'll find them a link to my website, whatsupinthesky.com. I really say our website now because it's pretty much the whole conglomerate of amazing people who have put their time and effort into it now. So let's go ahead and look at the photo forensics for this. I've been using this a lot to this basically goes in and takes a look at the picture, the JPEG and the quality, and you get these histogram type things here. They're called ELAs, and the whole thing should basically look like this, where it's really tight together. Now, where you see blotches and patches and stuff, that's stuff that's in a different resolution. So it was added later, most likely to cover up stuff that's on the mountain here. Um, Look at that. You can really see where they did a number on some of these things, and right where we point out the stuff that's really close that you would have seen really well, they did a number on trying to hide some things, like right across this one right here, up through here, whatever this was, and they left, they left a lot of this in the front alone. So maybe they are adding. A lot of people say they're adding some of these backgrounds into it. That could, be why they're coming up like that. But now let's go through this here, show you what I've come up with. This is just a darkened top picture to there. I've got this in 4 different formats. Here's where I basically just taken that part and not darkened it. Here's a black and white version of it. It's always nice to have. And here's the direct from NASA, which is still even pretty amazing when you get to look at some of these things here. So let's take a look at some of these things on the hill that, to me, just scream intelligent design. And hopefully to you they do too. I see what I see, though. You see what you see. And I probably should have started off the video with some of these things. Look at the, well, first here, look, we've got this fan-shaped triangle, but on it, it's got an S that looks like a snake or something on top of it carved into it. But you can see how the it goes out. It looks like it's weaved together, and it's surely one piece of something. Pretty amazing. Let me zoom it in for the people with the real small phones. Hopefully you can see that. I mean, that's not a natural shape that you think you'd find out here. And of course it's got the typical NASA fuzz haze on top of it. You're not going to see everything. You're not going to see everything perfect. You know that. Let's see what it looks like with the black and white behind it. You can really still see that. Even with the color taken out, you get a good idea of what we're looking at here. As we go through here, check this piece out right here. There's a circle and it's got what seems to be a piping or a piece of it off of it like that. Not 100% sure what this is, but this does not look like this isn't JPEG artifacts. Um, Let me see if we can't. And doesn't it, you start to wonder if that background is pasted in because look, NASA did such a bad job of it, or at least hiding what's up there. You can see once again where they're blurring goes cuts into a picture here. This should, this, comes up and down like that. But you can see where they're blur, which takes out a lot of that image right there. Just cuts what looks like a normal spot and takes it out. Oh, guys, I'd love to see what's really on Mars. Why the obfuscation? Why? More and more, it's really starting to get on my nerves. Why is this actually going on? Here, I've got the sharpen tool up a little bit. Here, let's take a look at this right here. Look at this. It's just a perfect sphere sitting in the middle of something that's got two little arms on the end there. It looks like it was meant to be there for something. Here, you've got a block here in the front. Once again, looks like that's a perfect block. Under it follows the exact same parallel pattern to the top. What is that? you know, what is this stuff? It's Uncle Jake's junkyard. Mars, if we haven't shown this time and time again, Mars was a destroyed planet. Something happened there. This here you've got a perfect example of something that was ornate at one time or did something. See that you can see the chain look in that's carved into this piece right here, into this rock, and you can see it's been sheared off, cut off, and it makes you wonder what that would have looked like at one time. See here, let me try and sharpen it up just a little bit. You can even see here it's got three spheres. You got one here, one here, one here, but right here there it just looks like a. It definitely looks. The words are escaping me, but uh, formed. We'll just say that they look like it's formed by something, you know, which could be geology. I'm not ever gonna say it's not. I'm never gonna rule that out. I can't say 99.9% sure. I do believe we're looking at ancient civilization here, especially up here on the hill. And right now we're looking at remnants because you would expect at the bottom of the hill and the bottom of Mount Sharp, if there was a lot of water down there, that a lot of junk, if there was a catastrophe, would be sloshed and thrown around. And here's where it is. We're looking at it. It's all over the place. We've been looking at it for the last 2 years. And as we made the track over to what we really wanted to see, here is the other piece you saw in my last video. You can see it even better on this angle, but it's definitely looks like two pieces side by side. If not, they've been cut. There's just two circles right in the middle of the circle. You can see those two circles. Hopefully you can. Sometimes I forget I'm on this 27-inch IMAX screen. I need to boost it up a little bit for you guys. But here once again, you've got what seems to be a really interesting piece cut. Look at it, it's got a nice circle oval to it, and then right in the smack in the middle, there's a blur mark, so you can't really see what's in there, where you don't have it on this side. So either way, it's interesting. And as we come more, here's another blur right in the center of that, right in the center of that. So you just never get to see what the full picture is. And like I said, the 70% rule now. Now I know that all these mass cam shots are saved at 70%. And that's just telling us photo forensics, that was the last time it was saved was at 70%. Somebody pointed that out to me too. So it could have been really saved at, God only knows if they've saved these things 3, 4 times, why adding those why adding the extras into it and blotching over top of it and making it so they're pulling out things that they don't want us to see. Who knows what was the original was. So let's see as we go through here. This kind of just looks like a piece that's folded up. Tell me it doesn't look like just a little sheet metal or something. Just kind of bowed up there at the end. Mars is definitely an amazing planet, I tell you. Here it looks like some sort of piping or something coming around to here. See that starts here. It actually has, almost looks like a shovel. It has a shovel handle. Let's just say this was a shovel handle and this would be the top where you'd hold on to do the digging. And then we go down and just kind of, this is where the actual shovel piece would be, which isn't there, but shovel handle is what we're saying. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. Now, this is kind of interesting because this piece here seems to have the top sphere has a little piece coming off of it, and you wonder if that's on this coming over top of that, or if that's just built into whatever this is behind it. Whatever this is seems to have a lot of the blur added to it, because if it wasn't, you could definitely tell it'd be interesting, because just here alone you got four little squares. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. And then this piece up here we talked a little bit about. I mean, I don't even know what to say other than looks like a sphere on a some sort of platform. I don't even know what to call that. It definitely doesn't look normal as we keep on rolling through over here. Um, if anything looked like Uncle Jake's junkyard, the more and more I look at this place, it definitely does. Just looks like there's stuff just strewn about it that could have been used for all sorts of things. Look at all this stuff right here on the hill. And then here we go into our beautiful, beautiful area. Let me go ahead and add it so we can see it a little bit darker. And look at some of this stuff up here. Oops, let me do this. Let's see if we can't sharpen that up a little bit. Pull some of this stuff out. I think we're looking at, little buildings and stuff on the top there. And then there, along the side of there, there's an actual wall. You can see it in the last video I did. Um, What do you guys think about that right there? You see these two together? I mean, it looks like they're, side by side, like they were constructed to look similar. And what's neat is it comes straight out from behind it. Look how it comes straight out. So it's almost looks like and I hate to say this here because I try to stay away from faces, but tell me this doesn't look like a face. Where here's the mouth, here's the nose, here's an eyeball, and here'd be like a headdress that goes up, and the eyes would be looking this way, but from it has a I don't know what that is right there coming out from it, but I don't know, guys. Another beautiful, beautiful scene here from Mars. Interesting stuff. What do you guys see? I know I'm missing some stuff here below, and what's okay. Let's check this out here. This is where I think the road and stuff is. Why I think a lot of this is road, because you can see, just kind of look at the well, right here is kind of really obfuscated, but something's dug in right there, you can see. But see how this kind of comes down and just kind of pops out like that? It's almost like there was guardrail or something in these spots. Um, as we go through here. Oh yeah, don't want to forget about these little things down here. Let me take this off so you can see it better. Check this out right here. Um, it's a square. It's almost like it's been, let me see, there it is again. It's almost like it's been worked, like the land has been worked there. Let me see if I can flip it on dark again. Right there, you see it. It's just right there. It just comes out squared. It looks like it's a little patch, like they were gonna plant some stuff there. I mean, I see what I see. You see what you see. Um, I mean, I know some of you guys are gonna see some pretty cool stuff. This looks like a face here. Like I said, I try to stick away from the faces, but just in general, out here on this ledge, I really hope that we get to turn the rover and start heading up what looks like a hill here. And if you look at this whole, Neville's done a really good job. He put out I think the Gigapan for it already. We've been dying to get down here, and of course we're dealing with the crappy resolutions. I'm hoping that the Molly cam's been accidentally getting a couple good shots for us. Sometimes they don't realize that they've taken a shot and they've taken a shot of the wheel, but in the background we get to see some of this stuff in really fine detail. Since they saved those at 95% quality, but we only get these at JPEG quality 70. That's what we get these at. So supposedly raw, 100% you would think. We don't get it at that. Everywhere you see these is where it's a different resolution. So obviously NASA has tampered with it. Somebody has tampered with it along the way, and this is what we get left. So, all right, guys, let me head on back here. So much more to do from these. I've got a couple. Got some really good ones coming up. This is just one of them. This to me, this piece right here just screamed, ta-da! Do that again. Ta-da! It just screams artificial, and hopefully you guys see it with me. All sorts of weird stuff. Now, And one more thing before I go. Do you see this? Looks like it comes up and then goes up the hill. That could just be my eyes. That could just be JPEG artifacts, but it looks like a tube or something that was going up the hill at one time. All right, guys, much love to you. Hope you're having a good one. Oh, and down here too, this can't be mistaken. My little circle almost looks like a wheel of something, or maybe this is two legs that's going into the wheel, whatever it is. Piece of hardware. Who knows? All right, guys, love you. What's up in the sky.com? Come check out the website. Sign up. It's free. We ask for four things: your username, password, and what else? The username, password, email address. That's it. Then you can start hitting in the forums. All right, guys, just added a new poll to the website today. Hope to see you over there. Peace.